Don't be a loser.
For the love of God.
I say this every time. I guess it's the new drinking game. Instead of saying interesting, which now I think you've globbed on to the interesting. Now
Oh,
it's
for a
well
couple.
done. We're really getting good at this, but
Yeah,
we are.
we are.
So, so I'm Stephanie,
And I'm Helen.
and I apparently I'm just pretty impressed with us.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'll take
I'm glad someone is.
it. So I have, in no particular order, a couple of points to discuss. One, I don't know if you've seen this. Violet Affleck, which is the daughter of Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner, gave a speech to the UN as part of the Healthy Indoor Air, a global call to action. And she gave this speech with her N95 mask on. And this girl is
And it,
terrified of COVID and the impacts it has on, in her opinion, children.
wow. Well, she's an example of the impact that it has on children who have parents who don't know how to help regulate them and explain what's going on in the world. Wow. I can't believe anyone is still wearing a mask.
I
Why?
see it. There's one lady in at one of my gyms, because you know I have a few.
Yeah.
She wears a mask. She's worn it all through COVID. And it's one of those classes, for those who aren't familiar, it's called body pump, and you have to set up a bench and a variety of weights, and you go through a whole body workout. She wears the mask, and I saw her one time where she took it off when we went into the room to get and buy everybody to get it set up. And then when she went back to her space, which then you have some space around you, she put it back on, which I thought, okay, that makes no sense. If you were worried, like, and maybe she's got someone at home that's high risk, but just the way she did it, where she took it off, and then I'm like, how exercising with that mask on and perspiring and breathing through that, I can't think in any way, shape, or form that's any kind of healthy.
No, no, that's disgusting. It makes no sense. Um, I mean, I still see people, some people driving around with a mask in their car. I see them. I'm like, and this, sometimes you look at them and you're like, okay, maybe they have someone at home, but then if you look a little closer, the mask is always disgusting. It's always filthy. And I'm like, you were just a gross, nasty, dirty person. Why are you wearing this? Like, you think that gross, is better on your face than just breathing the air around you.
Right, right.
Wow, you really have problems and you really need help. I don't understand this whole thing where, yeah, COVID screwed up a lot of the kids, but it screwed up a lot of the pa kids because the schools aren't doing what they should be doing, and the parents were buying into it as well. Like, you guys just stop. It's beyond us now. No one cares about it anymore. They try to still make it a thing, but no one cares. People have woken up and realized what a joke. Personally, I didn't really dig into any of that. I was like, neither did James, and we weren't going to subject Subray to any of that. He was like, what was he, like 2 or 3 or something? No, no, he was probably like 4 or 5 when it happened.
Mhm.
And I'm like, no, no, we're not putting masks on. We're not getting the vaccine, which was a total joke. How do you have a vaccine within a matter of months for something? And guess what? No one even knew what it was. No one cared. I'm going walking around Publix. I didn't wear a mask, and people are like, oh, you need a mask. No, I don't. It's not the law. Come do whatever you
Wow.
want. The only time I wore a mask was at the airport because I was going to Massachusetts to visit family, and because they were depending on the airport. Tampa Airport, they were like, put your mask on. Da, da. Logan Airport, they're freaking, Nazis about it. Put your mask on now. And I'm like, shut up. Like, go ahead. What are you gonna do? Here, I'll put it on. And I put it so it was hanging off my chin. I was
Yeah,
like, it's on.
yeah.
Okay. And Yeah. So, and then on the flights, it just depended on your flight attendant. Some of them were really cool and they knew that the whole thing was ridiculous. And then others, again, depending, they were like, oh, you had to put the mask on. You had to wear it. And I'm like, I'm eating. No, 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 no. I can't eat through my mask. So, oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And others were just like, you know, one flight attendant was so funny. She's like, that looks like a really nice snack. Are you a slow eater? I hope you're a slow eater because you want to really enjoy that snack. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's going to take me 2.5 hours to eat this snack, baby.
Oh,
So
wait, that's how long this flight is.
yeah, and she's like, I don't blame you. It would take me that long too. Yeah. But you just can see like the insanity where it went on certain people. Yeah, I don't understand them. Some people are still freaked out about COVID. I never cared. I was like, you know what? Whatever. What's, if you look at, when you know that hospitals were getting paid for each COVID death that they reported. Okay,
Hmm.
now it's a money machine and you've lost all your credibility. You
And
know,
there are some people, like I have a friend who her father died in New York, and it was during that time where they couldn't see him. So he died
yeah,
alone. They had to
yeah.
like Zoom. I have another friend, like her husband's like, oh, I don't think I feel well. And they put him on the ventilator. And it seems like,
The ventilators were the worst thing to do.
yes. And then he passed. And I mean, this
Yeah, it's
just
horrible.
awful.
Yes, so many people passed away that didn't need to, and the government overreach, the health industry overreach, the pharmaceutical companies were like, yeah, yeah, they put out whatever. It wasn't even real. Like, why would you inject your body with anything, let alone something that just they didn't even properly test? I'm like, I'm not doing that. Neither is my son, and my husband's not going to do it. I know that for a fact. So
Yeah.
I'm so thankful that we never succumbed to all the propaganda, to the pressure, to the misinformation, and just to the overall stupidness of people all over the world, like buying into this thing. So, I do have to say I'm very, very happy that we were able to see through it all.
Yeah.
And yeah, so the fact that that genius, whatever, what's her name, Violet,
Violet
yeah,
Affleck. I think
yeah,
she's around like 14. I mean, she's a teenager.
yeah. What is she doing there?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what qualifies
What?
her to speak at the UN?
Because her parents are actors, which okay, fine, whatever. Who cares? I don't
Right.
care about you. You mean nothing to me. You might as well get that Greta loser person on there about the climate and saying, "How dare you?" Well, how dare your parents to use you as a prop? Because you clearly don't have the capability to think for yourself on all these issues. You're being fed information. You're being told how to behave. You're being told what to say. And everything screams it. Nobody thinks that you are coming up with this on your own.
Right.
So shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up and sit down and go read a book, go do some research on your own and actually learn something instead of just regurgitating what you've been told by people who claim to be smarter than others. Like I've no, it's like those geniuses who are right now taking Tylenol while they're pregnant. And this one
Oh, yeah.
lady, I don't know if you heard about her, she's in the hospital
Hmm.
with liver failure because she needed to prove Trump wrong. Great. Now you and your child are going to lose your lives. Thank you very much for proving the point that liberalism is a mental disease.
I
Good job.
mean, that's
Yay.
terrible.
Thank you.
And I mean, so one friend of mine said now her kids are in their 30s, and she
Yeah.
said, well, back in the day, we were told that if we needed something, Tylenol was the only thing we could take. I mean, that was, 30 something years ago. And I didn't look it up, but someone said, oh, now it actually says on the bottle, don't take while pregnant or may cause problems during
Right.
pregnancy,
Well, and I
something.
think it was 2017, Tylenol actually put something out there on social media saying, please don't take our products while you're pregnant. So it's not anything new. Tylenol put it out there. All they were doing, RFK and Trump and whomever. We're just saying, listen, this could be a cause of why there's so much autism. And it is a lot. There's no reason for the numbers to be the way they are. And why are they so high here, but not in other countries? So they're like, look, just don't do this. This should help. We're looking into it. And they're like, oh, I'm taking Tylenol because of my baby. And oh, I'm a doctor and I'm taking Tylenol. I'm like, you're a moron. You're a freaking idiot. And you know what? I hope nothing bad happens to your baby, but at this point, I really don't care what happens to you. I
I
just care
mean,
about the baby.
I care about both because
No, no, because they don't
it's
care about themselves.
they do they think they're
They don't, because they
yeah.
care more about their ideological point of view than they do about truth. Because to them, now
Mhm.
they have to be right. Liberals have to be right. No, we're right. We're right. Oh, they don't know anything about science. They're not doctors. They're this, they're not that. It's like, wait a second. What are you even talking about? So you're going to risk yourself, which fine, that's your body. You do whatever you want to yourself. But more importantly, you're going to risk your child's health just to prove to people that you don't like Trump or you don't like RFK. Wow. Yeah. Thanks for showing us how stupid you really are.
So I do still feel bad for them because I think some of them are guilty of having rose-colored glasses, and they're believing the things they hear in snippets about Trump and RFK and some of the different political figures. So they're guilty of maybe not doing research. And when I say rose-colored glasses, that's how I think of as liberals, because a lot of the ideas sound great on paper with
Not
your
all of them.
rose-colored glasses
Very
on.
few of their ideas sound good on paper. They,
Well, but
they're,
then when you look at it,
when you look at the, maybe from like the 60s, 70s, maybe, but no, none of their stuff is good on paper at this point. They've gone so extreme, so to the
yes,
left, that nothing that they want is makes sense to me for the
right.
most part. You know, I can't find any way to say, oh yeah, I agree with, maybe I agree with one or two of their viewpoints, but I can't say that I would agree with their platform on any large scale.
Hmm.
So, I mean, it's truly like you're doing this to make yourself look cool on TikTok or wherever you're putting your stupid video. What are you proving? You are proving everything we believe about liberals to be true. You can't think for yourself. You are so consumed with hating Trump for whatever reason and not believing RFK, even though he's done years and years and years of research on all this stuff. But no, because you want to look like a hot shot. Look at me. I'm a hot shot liberal loser. I'm going to take Tylenol to prove Trump wrong, and my baby's going to be fine. And now people, I don't know if there's more, but there's definitely at least one where,
I mean, I saw videos. I don't know if they were actually taking it. It could have been candy or
no,
Smarties
no,
or,
they were taking the Tylenol. They were shaking the bottle. Look, I'm taking Tylenol. I'm like,
yeah,
good for you. Like, really? How
yeah.
pathetic is your life that you have to do this? Isn't your life fulfilled enough knowing that you're going to have a child and have the joy of being a mom? Maybe they already have other kids. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But the fact that they are willing to endanger their child
Yeah.
just to prove that they don't listen to Trump, whoop-de-doo-dah day, you're a freaking retard.
And
Congratulations.
and the thing is too, it's not Trump that did the study. He
No,
reported on it, and RFK report. I mean, they didn't do the
Tylenol
studies.
is
It was
telling you, don't do this.
right, and Harvard and some of these other prestigious institutions, if you will.
Well, and then there's like jokes around. It's like, okay, Trump, next tell them that oxygen is the best thing ever in the world. And you're gonna like stop breathing.
Right, right.
Yeah. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me that I should breathe. Like,
It's like a child who is
yeah,
throwing a
that's
fit
it.
and
They're
says,
throwing
"I."
temper tantrums.
Hmm.
Yeah. And it's like, and where are the fathers of these unborn children
You
to
have to wonder
say,
if they're in agreement or if they're
well,
horrified.
that's the thing. Like, if do you know your spouse, your girlfriend, your whatever is endangering your child because they can't stop worshiping at the altar of liberalism. That's all it is.
You
Yeah,
have to wonder.
it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And I'm sorry that lady dies. I'm sorry that she was so stupid to do that to herself and to her unborn child. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
think it's
That's just how she
it's
is.
it's it's just a waste.
It is. Why? Fine. Okay. Did you really need to take Tylenol? I never took Tylenol. I don't take Tylenol now. Last time I had Tylenol, I can't even remember because with me, it's like just, oh, I have a headache. Great. I'll have a cup of tea. Oh, my tummy hurts. Great. I'll have a cup of tea. No, anything that I had that I'm like, what's my ail? It's not even like a fancy tea. I have Lipton. Lipton's English breakfast tea, the organic one, but still. And I put a cinnamon stick in it and I put some honey in it. And I'm like, oh, great. My headache's gone. Oh, great. My tummy's all soothed. Oh, great. Whatever it was, it's no
Hmm.
longer there. And
Right.
so I don't know why you need to take a chemical anyhow. I mean, certain things you do, certain ailments and everything. You have a headache, drink more water, drink some
And get
tea,
more sleep.
get more sleep, eat healthier, just take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And you won't need to take Tylenol and you won't need to take all these things. But it's just so sad how far gone these people really are.
Well, and when there's so many people who are desperately trying and been trying for years to
Yeah.
conceive,
Yeah.
and then someone like this who knows, maybe they tried hard to
You
whatever.
don't know. I don't know
Right.
anything about them except that they're not that bright.
Right. Right.
I mean, you're really going to risk your child and you. Like, fine, if you don't care about the child, you don't even care about yourself. Like, it clearly even, I don't know, I can't deal with the level of stupidity and ridiculousness that is permeating right now in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, wow, just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, speaking of ridiculous,
Oh,
I don't know if you saw this, but there's a rapper, Ice Cube,
yeah.
and his tour bus was bombed in Portland, Oregon,
No.
because, yes, they saw Ice Cube on it and thought it was the ICE authorities.
Geniuses, another set of geniuses. This is how stupid liberals are. Okay, I'm putting it out there. They are mentally ill and they need serious help. And I don't know how all of these millions of people are going to get the help they need, but they definitely need it. If they don't know that there's a rapper, Ice Cube, and that's not associated with the department named
There's
ICE.
also an iced tea for anyone watching who might
Yeah,
want to attack him.
don't bomb his tour bus.
Yeah, I really like him too. So actually, I like both of them.
Yeah.
Uh, iced
I-
tea, I sometimes get them mixed up a little bit because of the ice, but I don't think that they're
And
ice
they're not
agents. I
vanilla
know.
ice
Yes. But so iced tea
or ice
was
cream.
on SVU,
No, that's
Special Victims Unit.
mm. Oh, okay. So
He
ice.
was Sergeant Tutola.
Oh, I never watched that. Okay.
Yeah.
Ice
Yeah.
tea and then Ice Cube.
And he
Was
was in like
he?
Next Friday, a lot of different
Yeah,
movies.
there we go. Okay.
Yeah. Um, Another really funny movie he
Wasn't he
was
also?
in.
I think Ice Cube was also NWA. I think he was part of the band NWA.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not that well versed, but I do
Yeah.
like his movies and I do like his song. Like I hear some of his songs. I'm not big into rap, but I do like the power that he has behind his voice. I like
Yeah. I
that.
like them both. I think
Yeah.
they're cool cats. That's right. I said it.
Yeah, so please don't bomb any more buses.
Yeah.
Especially like we shouldn't be bombing buses anyhow.
Right.
But and I can't believe you don't know that you shouldn't be doing that.
Right.
But
It
like,
seems
yeah,
some years ago at an apartment community I lived at, someone had their dog in the pool, and someone was like, "Well, there wasn't a sign," and it said, "Well, it also there's no sign that says don't poop in the pool, but somehow people know don't do
yeah.
it."
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
And it was a big dog, so sometimes people are afraid.
Yeah, well, and sometimes dogs do things in the pools.
Right, right. So there's a lot of things.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of geniuses out there. Yeah, no, that is absolutely ridiculous. Was anyone hurt?
I don't think anyone was killed. I don't know if anyone was hurt.
Okay, well, that's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's at least goodness. I would love to see the look on those geniuses' faces when they realize what they did. Oh, that's not I.
My bad. What do you, I mean, what do you say? I
Like,
don't know.
oh, okay, well, sorry, I just proved that we are really stupid.
Well, and then there was a Dallas gunman. It
Mm,
was a 20-year-old Joshua. Um, I don't know how to say his last name. Jan, Jahn of Fairview. And he wrote that he hated the federal government and wanted to terrorize ICE agents who he described as human traffickers.
mm,
He wanted ICE agents to feel real terror of being gunned down. That's also a
right.
quote. And he described ICE employees as people showing up to collect a dirty paycheck. And I believe two people were
Yeah.
unalived in that
Yeah. Yeah, no, he
example.
definitely, yeah. Now, I don't know much about him. Do you know anything about him?
No.
Was he, yeah, I'm sure we'll find a nice, interesting background about him as well that fits into the whole, being brainwashed, being fed bad information, and most likely being on the same side as the others who are doing the similar thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know much about him, but I did hear about that, which is horrible. I don't know why people are so against the United States protecting itself and having an actual border and people following the law. My
Every
family
other
came here
country does
legally.
that.
My family came here legally. I have no
Right.
sympathy for these people. Go, do it the right way. Come in and don't live off of government funds. Don't live off of the taxpayers. Actually be a productive member of society.
Right. Right.
You're going to do that. No one has a problem. No one cares, but enough is enough. You
I
can't.
mean, I think most people welcome the melting pot that are different
Yeah,
types of people, different
absolutely.
cultures,
That's
different
great.
foods,
Yeah,
um, all kinds of different
no problem
interesting
with
things. That's
that.
why people like to travel and see
Yeah.
how other people do things
Mhm.
and their architecture and their food and their hobbies and their
Yeah.
music and
No, I think it's,
everything.
yeah, but don't try to make it like they're martyrs. They're not. They broke the law. They came here illegally, and they should not be rewarded for that. I don't understand how any of this even has to be said out loud for people to understand, but they don't understand. That's the problem. They've been told a set of narratives and they're brainwashed, so they believe all of the narrative and then they act on it. And then they're like, oh, we didn't know they were going to do anything bad, even though we told them to do something bad because these are bad people. Like there's no accountability and there's so like the level of the lack of awareness in that group is astonishing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, bless you.
Thank you. But yeah.
Yeah. I if you had a loved one like your mother or your sister or your daughter or your cousin being attacked by someone who was here illegally, who had numerous um,
Arrests and
arrests, violent tendencies in their country, and were basically said, "We don't want you here."
yeah.
Why are they here, and why do
Why would we
some people
want
think
them?
that's okay? Yeah,
Yeah, because I don't know. They're just there's no I can't even start to understand why they would think that would be a valued member of society or someone we would want in the country when, look at the crime rate. We want the crime rate to be as low as possible, not because they're hiding the crime rate, but because there are actually fewer crimes being committed.
so our people are safe. We have the best country in the world. We deserve to feel safe and have a beautiful country.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's disgusting and it's really, really just a sad state of affairs. So when people are protesting. I see protesters, on 19, US 19 and stuff like I'm like, you can protest your free speech. Like I have no problem with that. And they're very, polite about it. They're not like crazy jumping in front of the cars or anything. They've got their signs and their flags and they're like doing their thing. Good for you. You have the right to protest. You have the right to say what you want. I don't have to agree with you.
Right,
And yeah, just because you have a little sign that says honk, blah, 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 I'm not going to honk for you because I don't agree with you. And I can tell you, I never hear anybody honking for them. Just say honk, honk if you believe Trump is a traitor or, this or honk for no kings. And I'm like, we don't have a king. We haven't never had a king
right.
as long as we've been the United States of America. And so this whole idea of Trump trying to be a king is ridiculous and
I
hilarious.
agree.
And I still don't understand how it gained any traction or credibility. But then again, you're talking about the same group of people who bombed Ice Cube's tour bus because they thought it was part of ICE. So everything makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
The more it doesn't make sense, the more it does. Yeah.
Yeah, because when all you need to do is look at it and say, oh, wait, they're involved. Liberals are involved. There you go. Now it makes sense that this happened. Yeah. You
So
know,
I have my handyman is from Colombia.
nice.
He is here legally, just in
Legally,
case that
yes.
did,
Good for
yes,
him.
not illegal, but legal.
Yeah.
And I think his family, because we looked one time, is registered as Democrat,
Hmm.
but they voted for Trump, which we knew because I had referred him to someone else and they were watching the news and they started talking about Trump. But he changed over after all of these illegal people coming in the wrong way. And
Yeah.
I say that story because I think a lot of times people maybe see you and I, white women. I don't know why I did air quotes because we are white, but I did it.
No. Well, I'm Middle Eastern, right? We're a Christian.
Okay.
Yeah, Christian Muslim. We're Assyrian. We don't have a
Hmm.
country. My family immigrated here from Turkey in 1973 legally. So, um, but yeah, I don't care what people see when they look at me. The fact of the matter is, it's not what I look like. It's what I have between the space, my brain that
And
has the
your heart.
capability to understand, hey, this
Hmm.
is right and this is wrong.
Right.
It's logic.
Right.
And so people have lost the ability to critical think. They've lost the ability to have common sense. They've lost the ability to apply logic to situations. And so they just become raving lunatics going, and it's like, really? That's going to get me on your side? I don't think so, but good luck.
But and I guess too the point I was trying to make with being white or appear as white, it's not that we don't like brown or marginalized
Here,
people. We I don't care what you are. I just want you to be honest and nice. And if you had good shoes, I'd like that too, but it's not required.
nice dresses. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, look, I don't care. I'm an equal opportunity hater for anybody who is not a good person.
yeah.
I know I'm Christian, but guess what? I'm not perfect. Only Jesus is perfect. And they
Right.
crucified him. So, I'm not gonna, it's always you have to strive to be a better person, to be more Christ-like. And yes, but sometimes it's hard
Mhm.
because you just see what people really are like. And you just think to yourself, my goodness, really?
Right.
This is what you want to be with? You wake up and you think, this is how I want to act. This is who I want to be. I want to be miserable. I want to make other
Right.
people miserable. I want to just have the worst life ever.
Right.
And you're good with it. Awesome.
Yeah.
I don't have that point of view. And so therefore I have zero use for you in my world, in my life. So stay away from me. Do whatever you
Yeah.
want. Stay away from me. I have no need for you.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I couldn't imagine if one of my friends or family members told me of their plan to bomb an ICE bus or so I'd be like, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
Back to that. I just,
Yeah. I mean, I have liberal friends and family and everything. And it's like, fine, but we're not, we just either don't talk about politics, which is fine with me, or if we do discuss it, it's in a rational adult manner. If
Mhm.
somebody's, the second you start yelling at somebody about your political views, it's over.
I mean, really anything. I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
once you take it down to basically what are you wild animals in the jungle versus rational adults?
Why are you yelling like this close from somebody's face, your
Hmm.
political point of view? I don't care.
Right.
You're not important to me. From But the problem is they think they are important because they've been told, because they've been coddled, that they are important in their point of view and their feelings matter. And it's like, I don't care about your feelings. I am so sorry, but shut up. I don't care about your feelings. It means nothing
Well,
to me.
because of the participation awards, perhaps.
Well, yeah, which I've already told all of Subri's teachers and like his karate and like anything. I'm like, we don't do participation trophies. So if he's gonna get one, just throw it away because that's what I'm gonna do with it. He doesn't need it. If he didn't win an actual first, second, or third place, because that's what the Olympics does. So, that's fine. I'll accept first, second, or third is actually getting awards.
Hmm.
Don't need it.
Right.
Just work harder,
Right.
be smarter.
Yep.
Do what you need to do to win. But you're not going to come and tell me, oh, I got a participation trophy and I'm awesome. No, like I just throw it in the trash. It's worthless.
Right.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
have time for people like that.
And another person of note, I'm trying to avoid saying that the word that we keep using.
Mhm.
Um, so Candace Owens is really digging into what happened with Charlie Kirk, and I think she's one to watch. She's kind of like a dog with a bone. There was this after Blake Lively, there was like a whole Blake
Oh,
Lively thing, and
yeah.
she was very intent on that, and she was like looking into it, and I'm like, this
Yeah.
is nothing because her good friend was assassinated in front of his family and the world on camera.
Yeah.
Um, so I think that's going to be something to watch because she said, unless Erica Kirk tells me to stop or her husband tells me to stop, I will not stop.
Okay. Well, that'll be interesting. Yeah,
Hmm.
she likes to do the investigative journalism and looking
Hmm.
into things and like not accepting what's being said at face value, like always digging in, scratching the surface, going deeper, deeper, deeper. Yeah, I really haven't been paying that much attention at this point on what she's saying about Charlie Kirk. But I did know that she was doing that whole Blake Lively thing, and then that like thing that just like turned around and blew up, and it was insane. And then she did the Brigitte Macron
Hmm.
saying,
Oh,
yeah, that whole thing.
yes.
Um, and then she did like a whole series on vaccines, and
Okay.
yeah, so she does a lot of investigative journalism, and
Hmm.
but yeah, I mean, I really haven't heard or seen too much about the whole Charlie Kirk thing. Like, so she's thinking that there's more to it than what we've been told. Is that the gist of it?
I think so. And I don't
Okay.
know what her findings are. I just know that she's not going to let it go easily.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was her friend, and I
Hmm.
understandably she's angry and upset, rightfully so.
Right.
I mean, we all were. We didn't even know him, and that's how people all over the world felt about the situation, that the assassination and what his family was going through, and I mean it was a great loss. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen much about that.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean,
So
definitely we'll keep it on the radar to see if and when she has more to say about it.
I think she will.
I'm sure she will. She's pretty vocal.
She's vocal and she's not afraid to say it, and she's very bright
Yeah.
and has a strong conviction as well. So she is one to listen to.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be curious. I mean, you don't believe everything everybody says, but
Right.
she comes up with interesting points of view, very compelling, and definitely would be looking to see what she comes up with.
Yes, I agree. I think in the spirit of keeping us at a good time and the fact that my notes are all done,
Oh,
I think we might maybe wrap this up unless you have something that you would like to share, whether it's an interesting point or a cute story,
um,
um, or just something you think our
our
viewers,
hearers,
our hearers should hear.
they have ears. I don't know. We can save it maybe for next time, but I sent you that clip where Candace Cameron Bure was talking about how she's making a Christmas movie, and at some point she's in the movie, like it's a flashback, so she's 15 years younger, and she was talking about how it's going to be like CGI. They're going to do stuff to her face to make her look younger, and she like, and then they said also her neck, and she
Just
was
like
she was
my
like,
neck.
what? My neck. I thought I thought that was hilarious, and I love her. I think
I
she's
do too. I do too.
she's very forthcoming and honest about what she believes in, and you can she's a huge advocate of working out and eating healthy and all that stuff. But yeah, and I was looking at her and I'm thinking she's gorgeous.
Right.
you know, and she's like, yeah, they're gonna do my forehead lines. She's gonna do my crow's feet. They're gonna do my smile lines. And I'm like, and then she's like, and then they said, and we're gonna do your neck. And she's like, it was her reaction to it was the funniest thing because I don't think a lot of people think about their neck.
Not at our house. At
Yeah,
our house, this comes up a lot.
yeah,
And I would have never thought years prior, I would have never thought I would have as many conversations about necks and people's necks as I do. And I don't know what that means,
mm.
but I just know that the
Well,
neck thing is real.
you'll have to tell me offline what you think about my neck.
Okay. I think your neck is fine.
Okay.
You look freakishly young. It's probably because of good lifestyle and good eating habits. And
Yeah,
now exercising 4 days a week.
I'm telling you.
Mind blown.
I know. We've known each other since 2010, around that time.
Hmm.
How many times how many times have you ever heard me say I'm gonna work out?
Yeah, I was like, what? What? And then you're doing karate with Sabri. Like, that's
Yeah, that's
so
my
cool.
karate is twice a week, and then
Hmm.
strength training is twice a week.
Yep.
You know. But yeah, I mean that's a lot. I hate exercise. I hate working out.
Now, do you consider karate like working out and you hate it or are you enjoying it?
No, I enjoy karate because that's like I get to hit people. I'm using weapons. I'm like, my hands are weapons, my legs are weapons. I'm using actual weapons. We have
Yeah,
swords, we
I
have
did see that video
combat
for your belt
sticks.
testing.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
speaking of which,
yeah.
what belt did you guys just test for?
Oh, so we go to Victory Martial Arts on US 19 in Palm Harbor, and we just passed for our blue belts. So
Woo!
yay. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, Master Shaw is phenomenal. She's such a great teacher and leader, and she just loves it. She's a
That's
sixth
fantastic.
degree black belt now, and she's phenomenal. I mean, and she's amazing with the kids. She's excellent with the adults. She just, she just knows what she's doing, and I love training with her and having her be our instructor. And
That's awesome.
yeah, I mean, like I said, I hate exercise, but I don't view that so much as exercise. I view that more as learning self-defense,
Hmm.
taking care of myself, but also being able to take care of my son, and anyone else who's around me, and just really being aware that it's a good thing for you to know how to defend yourself. You
Hmm.
can't rely
Hmm.
on everything. By the time the police get to you, it's too late. So, it's yeah, I don't, the police can't be by everyone's side every second. They've got things
Right.
they're doing. And so when you call up, yeah, it could take a little bit of time for them to show up, but you know what? It's your responsibility to take care of yourself and your family, not theirs.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's 4 days a week, like I said, which, yeah, I don't like going all the time to either.
But I
But
guess you're doing it, and maybe how long have you been doing the weight training?
about 2 years, strength training
Oh,
for 2 years.
I was saying maybe you'll start to like it soon. Maybe not.
Maybe not. And
But I guess
then
you're doing it so you're still getting the benefits and the results. So even if you don't love it, you're
I'm
still
doing
getting
it
the benefits.
because I'm an old mom to a young child and I want to be healthy. I want to be around for a long time. And
Right.
I don't want him to say, oh, my mom is 60 and look how old and sick and decrepit she is. I want him to be like, my mom is 60. Wow, she's in great shape. She's still active. She's doing this, she's doing that.
Right.
That's the only reason I started. I did it for him, not even for myself. So, and then I joined karate. Well, I was joining him for karate, and the instructor said, you're going to be here anyhow. You might as well do it yourself. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Let's do it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's
I
fun.
think you
Karate
get
is
cool
fun.
mom points for that.
Yeah,
I
karate
do.
is fun. I do like karate. Um, but the strength training, I just, yeah. Exercise in general is not my cup of tea.
It is my cup of tea and coffee
Oh,
and
you love
water,
it.
and
You
I
live
love it.
for it. You breathe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You if we had like the tragedy comedy masks like for theaters, yours would be the like the smiley one and mine would be like, oh,
For everything or just for working out?
working out.
Okay. How do we mean that? Yes, definitely for
Just for
that.
working out. But I do it.
I mean,
I
like I
don't
was
miss that.
saying,
I don't miss a session unless I absolutely have to.
right. And you're getting the benefits, whether you're loving it or just doing it, you're
Yeah,
still getting the benefits. So,
absolutely. Yeah.
yeah.
So, but yeah, so I just thought it was funny how she was like, my neck. You know, what's wrong with my neck?
Yeah. At our house, there's a lot of talks about necks because Tom used to not like his neck. Long story,
Oh,
la da 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 dee. And I was like, oh, but now, like when you end up talking about it all the time, turns out that then you start noticing it all the time. And so if you see yourself, you're like, which I don't even know. It's probably great that I don't have the side by side, so I can't see myself looking ridiculous going like this. But
that's all
yes,
right. You look adorable.
thank you. It's
Yeah.
like you want to have giraffe neck so it looks nice. That's what Crystal tells us.
You need to what?
Giraffe neck.
Oh,
So put your neck up so you're not doing all this double, triple chin thing. Yeah, not cute.
and yet I did and didn't care. But yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
yeah,
mean, yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, I hope I have a nice looking neck
yeah. You
and
do.
face and don't have like a droopy chin and stuff. But yeah, you know what? You're gonna get older, you're gonna get older. I mean, there's certain things you can do. I personally would never do anything invasive. You know, that's, if there are certain things I can do that are non-invasive, sure, maybe. I haven't done anything yet, but
Yeah.
you know,
I used to always think I would get a facelift, and now I've
are you
seen
kidding?
it first. I don't want one.
No, you don't need one. What is wrong?
So I try to do maintenance and do the healthy things so that I can
Yeah.
avoid that.
Yeah, I think that's excellent. You look fantastic.
Thank you. And I'm only
No.
75.
I,
It's my giraffe neck.
oh, well then I thought you were 65, so maybe we should consider something.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So, Candace Cameron Bure, you're not the only one who has these
Yeah, no.
thoughts and discussions. And then here is it directed at you going, what?
Yeah. No, I think she's fantastic. She's gorgeous.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And stylish and
I mean, I love her. I love
everything.
her Christmas movies.
I do too. You know what? I don't care if some of them are hokey and this and that. When it gets coolish out here in Florida, or if it's just November, December, I want to
November,
watch those movies.
yeah, after Thanksgiving, I look for her movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And we can talk more about that in another podcast episode.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've got a lot to
So,
say on that one.
okay, very good.
I
Well,
love her.
then I will sign us off.
Yes.
So don't be a loser.
For the love of God.
Stephanie signing off.
Helen saying goodbye.